Overall, the iteration process and evolution of the book advertisements project has been one of growth. So, throughout this whole process, while creating iterations and receiving feedback from my peers, this project has become better and better. And since I'm not currently working in the library to use this project, I feel that when I do use this project in the school library, it will be that much greater and that much more beneficial for students at that time. I already have some of my questions answered because peers have been able to give me feedback on experiences they've had with helping students get in the library and helping students express their feelings and projects in book reports. So, overall, this process has worked really well. I really appreciated getting to make a weekly post about the changes that I've made to my project and getting feedback from my peers. That's where my biggest growth has taken place. The process of getting that feedback has been very constructive. For one, colleague gave me the idea to use Flipgrid to have students make trailers and book talks. That is an idea that I had not thought of on my own. Another colleague brought up the idea that more books might need to be available for the type of book that is advertised within the series, and then the individual book being advertised, of course. Because whenever a student sees a new book being advertised, then that many more students are going to be coming in to check out that book. And even if more books aren't available, then what can we do to manage the students who want to read it as far as a list goes and the students waiting? Another great idea that one of my fellow students in SIS 706 had was displaying the work outside of the library. I didn't even write about this in my original project pitch. The idea of displaying the work outside of the library seems like something I should have thought of, but it took one of my colleagues bringing up that idea for me to put it into project form. So, my idea is in my future school library to not only have those projects available in the library, maybe on a monitor outside the library door, in the front office, through the hallways, on the school website, all these different areas where students can access this information other than just inside the library. Another great idea one of my fellow students had was to work with the art teacher, collaborating with the art teacher. What the students are creating is art, these projects, whether it's videography, photography, graphic design. So many overlapping areas between art and the projects for the library. That'll help me to get more students making projects, and that'll help the art teacher have a new way to collaborate throughout the school and help art to be known throughout the school as well. QR codes was another great idea one of my fellow students had. Creating QR codes that would lead the student to know more about the book, whether it's a website with just a description, but also if the school had the book available in an ebook form, the student could find it there where they could check it out electronically. And perhaps they could even see if it's currently available in the school library or if it's checked out. In addition to partnering with the art teacher, I could also collaborate with English teacher or a history teacher, science teacher, so that together we could create projects where students might fulfill a grade for their class while also creating a book advertisement. This helps them to demonstrate their content area knowledge and get reading. These might include, again, trailers, artwork, all these to be displayed throughout the school. So my peers gave me some really great ideas on how to make this project better and help to get students excited and involved. So that really helped to validate my project, helped me to know that I was doing something that was relevant for the students, but also helped me to improve it to help them the most. So this whole process of getting feedback from fellow students in this course took place over several weeks. I got feedback from different fellow students over that time. And we were all very helpful to one another. I never noticed on the forum anyone tearing down anyone else's project, but everything was very supportive. I felt like I was working a part of a team to make each person's project better. So the next logical steps for my project is that, of course, I want to continue validating it. So right now, I've been talking to some of my students, but students that I'm teaching now in math, and some students I've taught in the past in math. I've been talking to students who either like to read or maybe they don't like to read. I'm trying to identify what would help them get in the library, if book advertisements that their fellow students made would encourage them to get in the library, and also just identify new ways to get them excited to read. So that's one way that I am working to validate my project. Another logical step is when I become a school librarian, I want to try this pitch. Okay, I'm going to try it out in my library and I'm going to see how it goes. With the principles from this class, I plan to pivot the ideas, change the project as needed to help these students create products to help make other students get in the library. So that's my goal. I want to be a school librarian. I want to help students get in the library so they can read, become more literate, become productive citizens as they leave school. And I think that book advertisements are going to be a part of that, hopefully.